What is good, Gray Gang? Me and Neighbors out here today. We're actually planning on going catfishing with some cut bait. But first, we're out here checking on the pool pond. As you can see, we have the massive army of archers, also known as bluegill. Then we have two bass over there, a crappie, and the big bass, and then the catfish is chilling over here in this corner. But what we were thinking, you can see all this bread out here, right? So we were feeding it around to the bluegill, and they were eating it no problem. The catfish still hasn't ate yet, but we're sure he will pretty soon. But as for the bass and the crappie, I mean, we've not seen them eat bread at all. And honestly, I don't think they're going to. I think they're strictly on like a fish diet. Like minnows and small bluegill. So what we were thinking is we came over here to the, the bait tank we built not too long ago, and we were looking at it. I don't know, guys. As we take a peek in there, you can kind of see bluegill, but you really can't. The water's extremely muddy, or not muddy, but it's just dirty. The aerator's going full speed. None of them's died yet, but there's just really not a lot going on here. So what I was thinking was, I was like, you know what? The bait tank is really not doing much at all. How about we just take all the minnows in there, throw them in the big pool pond. That way we can give the bass and crappie something to eat. So first thing we'll do, take out the aerator. We'll just go ahead and put it in this pool pond. By the way, this pool pond is up and going. I've had some comments lately trying to tell me that this pool pond didn't look good, but you got to keep in mind, I don't know, guys, that's just what the minnows like. You don't see them complaining, do you? But here you go. Let's pick this thing up. Then we'll go drain it out and throw all the minnows in the big pool pond. And maybe we'll get these bass fed. Because so far, I don't think they've ate anything since they've been in the pool pond. Here's a little spider. Ooh, come here, buddy. Throw him in the pool pond. Maybe something will capitalize on him. Whenever we start seeing a minnow go out, we'll stop it. There you go. Okay. So this is kind of what they were living in. Yeah, it was getting, it stinks too, don't it?
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
It was getting real nasty real quick. And I don't remember it being like that whenever we put them in there. Do you? Or was it like that?
It was
actually crystal clear. And honestly, I have no idea what went wrong so fast. I don't know. Ever since about the third day these guys were in there, it started looking really nasty. And personally, I don't want them to live in that. Let me pour this on out here.
There's not a lot in there.
That's what I was thinking.
I thought we had like a bunch more.
I thought we did too. There's really not many at all. Let's dump them here in this bucket. That way we can see what we're working with. I mean, I thought we caught a lot that day, but apparently not. Apparently we really didn't catch many at all. Oh snap! We only have 5. Bro, that is like kind of depressing. Not gonna lie. We legit had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and only about 5 of them are actually decent sized minnows. One thing I didn't notice is that this one right here actually has horns on his head.
You want to stick him in the pool pond?
Yeah, he has horns on his head. He's still just a standard fathead minnow, it looks like, but he has horns on. I don't know. I'm not going to complain. We're just going to dump him in there. Hopefully Big Bass will take care of him pretty soon. Here, we'll get these one at a time because that water's real nasty. Let's just go in here and grab them. There we go. And now for the 2 smallest minnows. Timmy, yeah, he's even smaller than Timmy. Let's go dump that out somewhere and call it a day or that. I don't know. I kind of thought that we had more minnows than that, but apparently not. But that's okay. Now, hopefully, if these bass do get hungry and the crappie, they can just eat one of the smaller bluegill, smaller minnows. That way, they should have no problem at all taking them out. But anyways, Abram, the original plan was we was going to go out, catch some cut bait, and then try to go catfish. Where are we going, though? Random creek that we always go to, like, every day?
Or we could go to the pond.
Which one? You pick.
Heads, we go to
the creek. Tails, we go to a pond.
Flip a coin.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, okay. Well, looks like we're going to a pond. We don't need her anyhow. Right now we're at this pond. It's the little bitty one. It's kind of random. It doesn't have a ton of fish in it. All it has is bluegill, but that's all we're wanting now. All I got tied on is just a little bitty tiny hook, and then I'm going to get a worm and just hook it through it, and then just throw it in blind casting and just hope that something eats it. That's what Mamie always called a worm sandwich. But anyways, let's try to catch a bluegill. Whether it's a bluegill, a big bluegill, a small bluegill, we can still make cut bait out of it. And the main thing with cut bait isn't really live bait, because live bait's not the same thing. With the cut bait, they kind of go off smelling the blood. There he is. Got him. Yes. There we go. That's a pretty good size one. That's exactly what we want. Just a plain Jane little bluegill. I believe we'll try to go with one more. With this guy, the size he is, we'll probably just cut him right in half. If you don't know what cut bait is, I'll go ahead and try to explain it. But it's where you take fish and you just cut them up. It's pretty simple. Now you may be thinking like, Kendall, dude, why don't you just like take that bluegill and use it live bait. And a lot of people do that, but today we're just gonna do something a little bit different, try a different technique. And instead of using live bait, we're gonna use cut bait. Same type of meat, just different kind of presentation. We'll try to get one more and then we'll go on up there and start fishing for the catfish. There's a good one. Oh, snap, dude. This is a pretty big one. This is some solid cut bait right there. Abram just about fell in the pond. But yeah, this right here, perfect cut bait. One of the main reasons is because he actually swallowed the hook.
What's up, guys? What's good, Gray Gang?
My shirt's really orange.
Do you want ketchup on your hot dog? No. I want mustard.
This video is not sponsored by mustard.
Okay, so we just got done fishing. We actually had one worm left over. We went and caught 2 worms. One of them we used. The other one, Abram threw in the bucket trying to feed to them, but apparently they're not in the mood. So we're gonna throw them into a pool pond and hopefully they will be in the mood. There he goes, there's the worm, it's falling, it's falling, it's falling. How long is it going? There he goes. That worm is being digested as we speak. Ooh, I believe he's gone now.
It's go time.
Let's go. What'd I just say we gotta do? Oh yeah, we gotta go catch some catfish. How do I forget that? That's like the most important thing of the day.
Or is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
And here we are, we're actually down at the pond right now. This is the pond we usually catch catfish at, but usually we're using bread. So today, it's gonna be a lot different. We're gonna be trying to catch them with something they usually don't eat. Or as far as I know, I'm sure they eat minnows and dead stuff all the time. It's just not what we usually catch them with. So here's Abram. There is our cut bait back there in that thing. We're about to cut them up. We have 2 minnows in there, 2 small bluegill. I think I'll go ahead and half the small bluegill now. And then if we ever run out of bait on it, we'll go ahead and start cutting up the big one. Now, to do all the cutting, you already know what I'm about to use. I'm going to use the KG pocket knife. I mean, it's the sharpest material in the world. I'm not really sure how much of this I'm going to show on camera, me like cutting a bluegill in half. But if you don't know, that is the process. I'm going to go ahead and half this bluegill, and then I'll get back at you after I'm done with that. So now I'm done with cut bait. Let me go ahead and show it to you. Yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's just small little bluegill, cut it in half. 1/2 of the fish for each rod. One of the biggest factors with this fish right now is the blood. We'll just slide that over bluegill over there. Hopefully, honestly, we won't need him. If we don't need him, we'll call that a job well done. We're not gonna force myself to use him. I'm gonna run one on the bottom and one with a bobber, but I'll just take this one right here, take half of the fish, run the hook straight through. Nothing special. We'll just take this guy over here, cast it right out there in the middle. Let that sink to the bottom, and I'm just gonna crank my rod, set it down there. Whenever it starts taking off, we're good. But now for this rod, like I
It's moving.
Ooh, no way.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. That was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that not quick enough? What is even that? That was extremely quick. What in the world? What is this, a catfish or a bass? Oh, this is a little catfish. That's quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't
it's like
get
you just walked away.
Yeah, I
You
know.
You weren't even at the mule yet.
I know, he bit it before it was even on its way down. That's kind of insane. I'll just pull him on up here. He's not a huge one, but he's a decent little size one. I didn't even get to turn the GoPro on. No, he ain't. He's not one of the bigger ones, but he's definitely a good little fish. But now it's for that guy. That was extremely quick. That literally took 4 seconds since it hit the water. I'm not really sure. I guess what happened was I threw it in there and it was sinking super slow. Maybe he just thought it was a piece of bread. I'm not really sure. One way or another, he took it like a man. I guess we'll try the bobber a little bit. Give it a chance. I think I'm just gonna run a bobber up about a foot, 1.5 feet, something like that. And then just come in here with the head. And by the way, guys, if you don't know, this is an extremely popular technique with not only cat fishermen, but really all kinds of fishermen, but cat fishermen especially. They use this kind of bait all the time. Just go get some bait, cut it up. The catfish like the blood, toss it out there. We'll leave it, we'll see how long it takes. And whenever that bobber goes under, or just starts doing crazy stuff and figure eights, or starts doing flips or something, that means we got us a catfish. Or a bass. Bass usually aren't gonna bite this though. There he is. Oh man, he came off. He took the whole thing with him too. So Abram actually had to go home, and as you saw in that last part of that video, I actually lost the second piece of my cut bait. So now I don't have any cut bait, and if I want more, I'm gonna have to shred this guy up and cut him up. But I really don't want to, because this is a pretty good sized bluegill. He'll make 3 solid chunks, and honestly, I only want to catch 1 more fish. So we're not gonna tell Abram about this, but I'm actually gonna take this fish right here. He stabbed me. Thanks a lot, Bubby. I'm trying to help you. And he fins me in my finger. What is his problem? What's Dog's problem, too? He's going crazy today. Now my finger kind of hurts. But anyways, now the plan is to actually, you know, get one of the minnows that we put in there this morning. Or not this morning, but earlier in the video. We're going to get one of those out and go use them as cut bait. Well, that may not be an easy task. I'll let you know whenever I get one. There we go. There we go, son. He's not a big one, but I'll tell you what, he is definitely going to get big enough. Catch us a little big catfish here in a few minutes. There we go. He's in the minnow bucket. Take my little small net, set it right here on the tractor from the 1800s, and let's get back down there to the pond because I actually left my fishing poles down there. Yeah, let's hurry up and get down there for some dog comes and takes them and starts chewing them in half. Right there he is. Right there's something. Well, tell you what, guys, I'm out of bait. See you next day.
Thanks for watching Kendall Gray. Go buy his merch down below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.